Hi guys, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste a Cinsault. It is a grape that can be used in champagne.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's also used in the Rhone.
In
Cote du Rhone.
Oh yes, you're correct. Yes, sorry, John, I wasn't paying attention.
No, people normally don't. People normally don't.
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
And I'm trying to remember. Just excuse me, looking over. This is from Chile, so I've forgotten where this particular one is from. So we're going to have a look at this. And before we go into this is the price.
Ooh, I know this excites you, John.
$6.95.
Look at that smile.
We're going to taste it now. Okay, so here is the bottle, so in case you get to recognise it in your local wine store. It is from Chile. Mm-hmm. And have you tasted a Chilean?
Well, no, and again, you know, of the last few reviews we've done, we've been trying wines that have kind of tested me because they've been grapes from the different countries which I thought they would be from. And this is Cinsault from Chile. I've never had. Cinsault from France I have had. I can't say I was massively keen, but you know, the Chileans always kind of raise the game, or we seem to find that anyway. So let's get on.
Why didn't you like the ones from France?
Because they're too tannic. I'm not a massive fan of tannins in there, which I've mentioned on many occasions, because they do need food really to take the tannins away, and they can just be too stringent. And I mean, I think a lot of French wines can be like that, but the Cinsault in particular, for me, definitely has that tannicness, that kind of coat in your teeth. It just doesn't make it an enjoyable thing.
And I think quite often it's used actually as a blend, isn't it? So it's in use sort of Cote du Rhone, I think it's used there.
Yes.
And also it can be used in champagne, I believe.
Indeed, yes.
So, so maybe everyone recognises that and it adds something if you're blending it, but maybe on its own...
Yeah, well, it's very few and far between you see it as a single varietal.
Acquired taste, perhaps.
Well, let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Okay, so on the colour. I get a very watery sort of rim to it.
Yeah.
It's almost sort of the colour just disappears as I'm holding it against a white background.
Yeah, it does. I think when you say white, yes, it looks very thin. It does look very thin. But it's got the starter of I reckon, you know, in years that could be purple. Do you know, it's just... I don't know what I'm thinking, but it looks like it could be.
$6.75, I doubt whether it's going to age well.
No, I also doubt that very much. But okay, that's fine. You know, let's have a go on the old nose.
Okay. Oh, paint stripper.
Oh.
Sorry.
Good start, John, good start. I actually didn't think that was too bad. I thought...
No, do you not? Do you think it's like...
No, I'm getting a nice jammy kind of blackberry kind of flavour from there.
Oh. I mean, the problem is that when I smell that now, actually tasting it, it's going to be. It's already given me for my nose. That's a very negative.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've always said that is half of it, isn't it, on the nose? Sometimes it can smell absolutely delicious, and then you think, oh, maybe not, and the opposite way around. So we never know. You never know till we've tasted. But I mean, there's not much else going on in there.
No.
But it's still, for me, it's still there. It's not, you know, I've smelled red wines before where you're like, what is that? You know, trying to get in and they're getting nothing, but there's something there at least. So.
Yeah, and I'm finding myself, because I just don't like it, I'm finding myself not wanting to taste it.
You're already mentally preparing for it. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and taste it.
Okay.
Oh. Crikey, John, I have to agree with you on that one. I have to agree with you. But upon saying that, you know, the first sip we always say should be just to get the taste was going. So let's have a give it to one. I'm gonna give it one more. That's not going.
I did manage to get a little taste of cherry from that, but the tannins are very stringent, aren't they?
They're definitely getting you out of there.
And it's not like it's to me, for my personal taste, this wine is just out of balance. There's far too much tannins in it, far too many tannins, shall I say, and the fruit is just like fighting it. It just doesn't stand a chance.
No.
And also the alcohol, I'm not sure what it's 13.5%, but it doesn't feel like it's that. It feels very watery and
It's that thinness again, isn't it? And I think I will more or less 100% completely agree with what you say. I think when you describe that then as off-kilter, not well balanced, you're spot on. The tannins are far too much in there. Again, for me personally, I think we said, didn't we, that why I don't like a Cinsault. I don't think the Chileans have made this any better. The tannins are just too in your face there, and whatever flavour. I mean, you said cherry. I couldn't even get the cherry in there. I couldn't get the blackberry that I got on the nose. All I got was this tannins. Even like the second sip, I was thinking, well, the first one's going to warm us up. Perhaps it's going to get better from there. It didn't. The third sip didn't get better. It's making me not want to have another sip.
Exactly what I feel. Yeah, this really isn't hitting the buttons for me at all. And talking of buttons, as we did before, if you get a chance, press the subscribe button, press the like button, and that will help people find us on YouTube. So hopefully, that will.
I like what you did with that, John. I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
You did last time I did it.
You're just slipping it there under the radar, right? When I'm not paying attention, when I'm too busy with the tannins. But I think one of the problems I'm thinking about this is because we're going to be doing some pairings, and I mean, I'm thinking already what could possibly make this better. In the cheese thing, I don't think it's been too much of a problem. But with your food, you're going to have to get something because you need food to take the tannins away, but there's not enough flavour, like you said before, with it being ill-matched, not well-balanced. There's very little in the way of flavour that's going to take on any food that you are going to put with that. So you've got your work cut out for you there. I mean, I'm going to go straight out and say my pairing would be the Tom de Savoie cheese. It's stereotypical French cheese, very earthy, very fruity, but it's not going to take anything away from the flavour. It will take those tannins away, and I'm thinking perhaps that would just help bring out the fruit a little bit more in there.
Okay, so I'd go for something like a 3-bean vegetable chili type dish. Hopefully this would match with that. I know that in the literature for this wine it said toad in a hole. For those of you that don't know, outside the UK, toad in a hole is a sort of batter with sausages in. I'm not really sure whether this would go with that. I think no, I don't think it would.
I'm not feeling that.
No, I'm not feeling that. So as you say, the problem is it's not that you just want something to get rid of the tannins, but then you get something to get rid of the tannins, and it's just going to overpower any taste that the wine's got left.
Yeah.
So I'd go for a sort of 3-bean vegetable chili stewy.
And we do say this as a disclaimer every time. This is just our opinion as well. Somebody might really like that. And I mean, I know a gentleman who comes to my shop and he loves tannins. He loves the tannins. He wants it. The drier, the more it hurts, the better for him. It just doesn't, as I say, push my buttons.
No, it doesn't. And I'm not going to go for that.
You're not going to go for it? I'd be impressed. I'd be doubly impressed if we did it again.
No, because I have to subscribe to the fact that I agree with you. So it was talking of subscribing.
Seamless. That was just seamless. Love it. So it's going to come down to the scores.
Okay, let's go to the scores.
Okay, all right.
And now I think the thing to say is that this is $6.95, but in my mind, I'm recording wines that we've tasted at $4.25, which have been excellent, and so I'm going to be bearing that in mind when I score. Yeah,
that definitely is to put it into the game here. It's $6.95, but some of the wines we've tasted at $6.95, $6.50, $4.25 before have been a lot better. That being said, on a personal level, didn't do much for me. It almost is exactly what I thought it would be, if not a little bit worse than I thought it would be. Give it a fair chance, but my score for this is not going to be, I'm going to say, there we go.
59.
Oh, not bad, John. I said 66 and I thought I was being generous with it. So that's, I think, that's a good score. I think that's as good as that is going to get from us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And as you said before, you may well like it. It's just really, really didn't sort of hit anything that we enjoy.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning as well, we are very privileged. We get to taste a lot of wines at a lot of different prices. But yeah, that one was just just below par, I'd say.
Yeah, just below par. Okay, guys. Well, hopefully, if nothing else, we might put you off wasting your money. But of course, as we do say, you may well enjoy it. So give it, don't take our word for it.
That's a good indication of what we're usually in there out of reviews and more or less finished it, if not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
That's our view.
Yeah.
You may well disagree. If you do, let us know in the comments. And if you find something good to pair with it, again, let us know in the comments. And so next time, guys, when hopefully we're going to find a wine that we're going to enjoy.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Chin chin.
Chin chin.